Okay, so I'm doing live, but this has already decided to not want to do apparently the way I wanted it to work. Classic YouTube, just deciding to not do what it's intended to do. Come on, you can do it, stand. Oh, I knew this was going to happen as soon as I hit live. It all just, the whole stand just falls apart. Maybe I can get this a little bit better. Alright, well, that at least gives me the gist of kind of done as well with your logo up in the top corner. Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. Now I can see this a bit better, so I can put some things. Sorry, the table looks disgusting. It's still kind of set up from the last fair we had here. I'm hoping a couple more guys might join soon, and maybe if my phone would focus a little bit better, but that's just how it's going to be. See all the washing in the background? That's always good. Let's move it this way. Oh, dear. All right, that's pretty cool. Well, yeah, I'm just doing this live, and then I figure I'll be able to sort of change things as I go. Other people can watch it later and decide if there's things they want. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. What kind of books are you chasing at the moment? Comment below if you have particular things. I'm just trying to get this laptop I've got here to sign in so I can also make sure that this is all working and the audio is working and stuff like that too. Yeah, cool. It says it's live. Get that up.
Make sure that this is all working and the audio is working and stuff like that.
Mute myself so I don't get double me, which is terrible. But anyway, I'll start it. There's two people sort of checking it out, so I'm just going to start there, and then I can go back through things and yeah, just sort of test it all out. So start off with this. We've got Action Comics. It's number 265. It's pretty beat up, as you can see. Very beat up. I've got $100 on it. I'm open to offers for any of these books. There's some, yeah, as you can see, ticks and tears and things like that. I haven't opened this in a long time. I'm going to say it's very probably like yellowing to, yeah, yellowing pages, as you can even just see through there. If you want closer shots of these kind of books, let me know and I can jump in and open them up and stuff like that. But I've got $100 on that one. It is a very cool book. The day Supergirl revealed herself. I had a heap of these Action Comics. I had like just at one point, I think I had 4 or 5 boxes, and I even got more at another point. And I've slowly been selling them off. It's taken a very, very long time. I bought them as a to sell off, and then I did another half as a commission piece. But Action Comics for me have not sold well, and so I tend to keep away from Action Comics myself now. So offers, I'm very happy with anything that people say about Action Comics. Like if someone wants to give me a really lowball offer, I'd even consider it, to be honest, because at the moment, me and Action Comics are not friends. And yeah, cool 10 center, like old school, but once again, people just don't seem that interested in Action Comics. I don't know if that's the Australian market in general, but yeah, unfortunately, that's where it's at for me with Action Comics. So that's a pretty cool book for $100. But like I said, offers, and if you want closer looks because of ticks and tears and things, I'm more than happy to do a dive in if anyone comments or messages me on Facebook, Instagram, or on here later on. Moving on, let's jump into, should we go from a bit of a mixed bag here? So let's go from DC to Marvel. Let's go, do you want to go new or old? That is always the best question. Let's jump in with another oldie. Oh, how old am I going? You know what, this one, just for a bit of fun. Now, I don't know how come, but I seem to triple up on this book every week. I don't know how I keep finding it. Creatures on the Loose, number 21. I just keep rebuying this same book. A lot of it's because I always have to leave my phone behind at conventions and things, and I just end up grabbing another one because I love the cover and I just think, oh, that cover's so cool. I got to get it. And for some reason, I reckon at one point I had 4 or 5 of these. And I think I might even have another one on the way because the other day I was making a joke about how I keep ordering this. as I then was like watching an auction and went, oh yeah, cool, I haven't got that one, but I think it's 22 that I'm missing. So yeah, always do the same thing. So I've got to keep my phone on me for that CLZ information, otherwise I keep doubling up like this. But yeah, I've got $15 on it, but once again, happy to go lower, happy with offers. It's got, some spine wear. It's pretty easy to see. Probably a bit harder to see on the video. I can also, like I said, photos of anything. It's an older book, 20 center. It's very cool. Yeah, Creatures on the Loose, Marvel. I sort of put this in the Marvel horror character sort of period. It's cool. It's very cool. I love all the horror stuff, so I jump on anything. I've got a bunch more Creatures on the Loose and things on the way for my personal collection. And I think I may have, like I said, doubled up some more stuff from the States coming soon. So, oops. So, Creatures on the Loose, $15. I think that's a pretty cool book. I've got a heap of these in my collection. I really love that kind of stuff. Speaking of stuff in my collection, here's another one which I actually doubled up on the Adelaide Comic and Toy Fair. I was looking around buying a bunch of stuff and like hanging out with some cool dudes. Unfortunately, I bought this at a really good price, as you can see, $8. But I've got it, so I figure why not resell it at $8? It's going to be the better option is to get it to someone who doesn't have it. It's got pen marks here and text mark there, pencil marks here. It's low grade. It's got a bit of a spine roll on it. I can feel that there. But for $8 for a Spider-Man under issue 200 is pretty cool. Issue 170, a 30 center. It's just a cool book. Very cool book. Gotta love that Marvel awesomeness. I mean, it's got Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and Werewolf. Not Werewolf by Night. It is. Oh no, my brain's. Well, there's Vulture in that corner too, hiding. It's the moon. No, it's gone. Look, I can't think of it. My brain's not working. I'm gonna think of it as soon as I finish up. But yeah, cool book for $8. Yeah, super happy to sort of any bartering anyone wants to do. Obviously, this is a cool deal. So Immortal Hulk, issue 1 all the way through to number 28, all in this bundle. It's been nicely looked after. $120 is what I've got on it. I am open to offers, but that is a fantastic price for such a great set of books. Immortal Hulk was one of my favorites diving in the last couple of years. Yeah, awesome to read. That is the perfect way to jump on and read that set. Issue 1 to 28. I know issue 1 even sells for a fair bit more than that. So it's pretty cool to see such a great book selling, that cheap in a set. That was sort of like a commission deal that I'm doing. So yeah, Immortal Hulk 1 and that. There's actually a bunch in there that you could probably divide up and sell for more if you wanted to, if that was your jam. But yeah, for me, it's just trying to move it on as a one set. So $120 is a pretty good deal there, I think, for that. Obviously, any more questions about it, that's cool. Or if there's only one you want out of it and you're willing to make a decent offer, I can think about it. And speaking of Immortal Hulk, there's his first appearance. That's a $100 book right there. That's the Avengers No Surrender, number 10, or part 10, or issue 684 with the legacy run they did there. So that's a really nice bit. There's a little tick up here. Yeah, this one was kind of left in a very interesting state. The collection was just, I don't know, it's a bit of a mess the collection was, and I've tidied it up. But if you buy that for $100, I've just found the rest of it. So this is like the rest of that run as far as I can tell. It goes from 684, I think, that is the first bit, all the way, no, sorry, 86, oh, hang on, no, yeah, 680 might be the first one, all the way through to 80, no, hang on, it's earlier than that, there's 70, wow, what am I doing, 670 something, all the way through, yeah, there, anyway, that's a big part of that Avengers Legacy bit. There's also the lenticular cover there. So I'm willing to throw all of that in for $50 with that. So $150, the whole thing, and also free shipping for anything over $100. So I think that's a pretty cool deal. Yeah, so basically, if you bought the Hulk set, and then one of these other things too. You've already got free shipping, so you're already saving money, which is a cool thing. Just gonna. That's the kind of deals I've got going on there, and it doesn't seem like I've got. Yeah, I've got so much stuff. What you can see behind here is a very small amount comparison to all the stuff I've got laying next to me and behind these other boxes. And there's just boxes and boxes. I've been buying collections again, which is naughty. So yeah, like I said, free shipping for anything, any spend of 100 or more. But yeah, first appearance of Immortal Hulk. Plus, if you wanted the extra bundle of everything, is 150. Immortal Hulk issue 1 to 28 for 120 in the back there, which is pretty cool. And I've just had Spider-Man and Creatures on the Loose up and Action Comics. So next up, let's dive into, let's go back to another DC. We got Superman number 172. I've marked it down to $20. It's got some pencil at the top there that I really can't read. It looks like a signature of some sort, but do you reckon I can read that signature or make out what it is? Not at all. I can't tell if it's someone who's possibly worked on a book like this signed it, or if it's just someone's name. It's too hard to see. Yeah, it was. I did have it at $30. It's got obviously some it's a 12 center, so it's obviously been around for a while. Yeah, it needs some. It could do with a little bit of TLC if you want to press it and things like that. But otherwise, it's a really nice book for its age. Once again, if you want to see inside, just comment or message me and I'm happy to open it up. But for 12 cents, I mean, that's such a cool cover too. A lot of these old school ones are just way more better to me. Like I'll save that one for a bit later. But let's do another Action Comic straight up, just because talking about these cool covers. Old Superman for 10 cents. It's got the Supergirl ad in it. So $50 on that one. That ad, very obviously, like there's a big deal about the advertisement of Supergirl back then. One of the very first and more successful super females, I guess is the best way to put it. You can see it's got a smudge stamp from, looks like an old book depository of some kind. And then there's another one down here. It's the same place, Mr. Randy L. Wolf, RR something, Georgetown Industries. So whoever he is, he had this and he stamped the hell out of it. 3 times, in fact. But yeah, Supergirl advert, once again, got some spine ticks and things, and it's pretty cool. I just really like these older covers. It's always more appealing, the older covers. Let's put this stuff aside a bit. Let's keep going. What do we got? You can probably see some of the stuff. We'll keep going with some action there. Do one more. First, Super Cat. What a massive key appearance. It's pretty non-epic. No, it's cool. Like, once again, great cover. 10 center. Spine damage, unfortunately. But like I said, older books, hard to take care of. Like this one's, I know which collection this came out of because it's taped down the middle, which even I don't do anymore. I learnt my lesson there as getting older in the collecting world. It's got like a line through the middle. Once again, I can show more detailed photos and things. But $40, first appearance of Super Cat. It's pretty cool. Secrets of the Fortress of Solitude, which is an awesome one. Yeah, and there's the Meet the Super Cat. No, unfortunately, it's got a little nick out the bottom there, or tear, more of a tear than a nick. But yeah, once again, cool cover. Something you don't see very often floating around is that sort of book. For some reason, Action Comics just does not sell. I just can't seem to find people that are that keen. So if you like these and you want to make an offer, I'm up for it. Jump onto a modern key. Totally awesome Hulk. $100 is what I've got on it. It's obviously the first appearance of Weapon H. Yeah, issue number 22. Very cool book. I don't even have that one in my collection, but that is a part of a commission deal I did for a friend. So yeah, that's a cool issue to own, especially if you're into all this Hulk stuff that I've shown off so far. Maybe that is the book you're hunting, but Weapon H for me was a cool, that was a cool, fun story, that introduction of him. And then I enjoyed him in Savage Avengers recently, but otherwise they've kind of just thrown Weapon H to the side a fair bit. He seems to be a character that every now and then a random person goes, hey, remember we created that thing? So who knows what they'll do with him in the future. It's a good character. They just need to probably put it in the hands of someone that knows what they're doing. Speaking of knowing what they're doing, look at that, some Man Thing. Number 17, another book that I reckon I've had about 100 copies of. For some reason, I must be missing either 16 or 18, and I always end up buying this one just because I see fire and flames and Man Thing looking cool. So I buy it and then realize, oh, I've already got that one. But that's normal, that's fine. $10, it's a 25 center. It's, yeah, I love my horror stuff, so this is right up my alley. This is the kind of thing I'm normally buying or chasing. It's got some spine wear, obviously, a bit beaded up around the corners. I've got $10 on it, but like I said, I'm open to offers on everything or anything. You spend 100, you get free postage, so that's always cool. And most of these are either double ups or stuff that I've bought from, like the Action Comics I bought. Some of them I bought them like nearly 5 to 6 years ago in big bulk deals to get certain things for my collection and to do commission sales and stuff. So it's been, some of these things have sat around for a long time and have all been paid off via different deals and whatever else, and now just sitting, and I take them to the Adelaide Comic and Toy Fair. Another one that I doubled up on not too long ago is this Parabolic. It's got tearing and things. It's not a high grade, obviously. It's number 2. I got $10 on it. I really love that cover. It's a very cool book. Countdown for Counter Earth, like just awesome, awesome cover. I wonder if Counter Earth will ever properly show up in the MCU. Here's me kind of hoping, but who knows? Who knows? It's a very cool book. And for $10, you can't go wrong for something like that. I mean, it's a 20 center. Yeah, and that kind of age for $10, I always think it's a win. I buy a lot of beat up stuff just because the prices are a bit lower and who can afford mint old books at the moment. Speaking of mint old books, let's have a look here. We got a Defenders number 52. It's pretty beat up. Got a Defenders number 108, which is pretty cool for a nice white cover. Got a sorry, I got my hand right in front of it. Defenders number 117 and number 113. And I've got 10, 20, 30, 40. So it's $50 for that lot. But once again, if someone wanted all of them, I'd do a deal at like $40, then yeah. Or you know, I'd do it at 50 with shipping. So it's all done, and I'll probably post it express to make it easy. So Defenders 52, 108, 117, and 113. All awesome covers, all a little beaten, but hey, for that kind of price, you can't go wrong. You don't see stuff like that floating around as often as you'd like to see it, I'm assuming, if you're into this kind of stuff. I don't know why Defenders isn't as popular as I thought it would be, but I don't know. Everyone's got their own choice. At the moment, every time I'm at a fair, I sell lots of Deadpool. That's always a big, easy seller nearly. Anything that has Logan or Wolverine very clearly on the front seems to sell quite easily, especially if it's a cool cover. And then big keys. If I've got a big key issue, that will sell. But that's always fairs, though. Like fairs, people will buy the big key issues and sort of maybe one or two. If you get your readers, they'll buy your sets and packs like this, which I've been focusing on a lot more lately, just because I'd rather sell, like, I could sell 1 or 2 or 3 books out of here and probably get the same sort of price. But then I have all that other stuff where if I give that to the right person and sell it to the right person, they're going to read the whole lot, enjoy it, fall in love with it like I did, and maybe start going more so into more Hulk. So that's kind of where my head's at with that. Now, $300 is for the set of these. There's Batman's Death in the Family. There's the part 1. These are really nice, awesome looking books. There's part 2 coming up next. Got them in the Mylar, obviously, so they pop that little bit more. Book 3, probably getting a little bit of glare there, and book 4. So the reason I turned off the lights in the room, so it probably looks a bit darker in here too, but it's also so there's not heaps of glare bouncing off. So I've got 300 on the lot for them, which is, as far as I'm concerned, a good deal. I've seen these really beat up lately, selling for nearly $50 an issue, and I'm talking really beat up. And I've also seen these, as in this kind of condition, selling for nearly $100 an issue. So that's 400. So for 300 for the 4 comics, I think's pretty awesome considering they look fantastic. Like, they're just awesome, awesome covers, awesome. Better than the ones I have in my personal collection, but that's fine. I'm happy. I'm a reader over a perfect grade person. There's a couple of books that I've always wanted in perfect grade, but I'm not going to go crazy for them. Speaking of something I went crazy for, this is so cool, right? Billy and Bugbear, so random, 12 center, number 10. Now you're wondering why I like this so much. It's actually the pages inside. So this cover's a little rough, a bit of fading and stuff like that, but the pages are so vibrant and so bright. I know most people won't be interested in this, but if you see the pages, it's just amazing. Once again, I'm not going to open it, unfortunately, because it's just a bit of a too hard basket while doing this. But if you want photos or want to see more about the Billy and Bugbear, yeah, those pages are super white, hence the $50 price tag, because it is so perfect inside for its age. If I remember off my head, 1950s or late 50s or maybe early 60s. I'm really testing my brain at the moment. Yeah, it's such a cool book, and that's one I'm not too fussed about selling. It's kind of like, if it sells, it does. If not, it's one I'll eventually just add to my own collection because it is so nice on the inside, and just something super random that I picked up from some of my US shipments. So it's very cool. Speaking of random things, let's just go. Oh, let's go with some of these because these are cool. All right. Daredevil. Now, it's a pretty low grade. First appearance of, oh my God, Nuke? Nuke? I think it is. Wow, my brain, I've just completely gone off the off the wall now. I don't even know what I'm saying. So yeah, first appearance of, it's Nuke. I'm sure it's Nuke. $10, low grade. It's got stickers, unfortunately, stuck on it. But hey, first appearance for $10 is always a good deal. Yeah, it's not any like high grade. There's nothing I would say about that that's incredible. It's not terrible. It's just, unfortunately, those stickers and stuff. So $10 on that one. Then Amazing Spider-Man number 158. A very nice book there, $30. Obviously, spine's a little rough, but otherwise it's a pretty awesome comic. And it's one that I'm a big Spidey collector. I've slowly been ticking off my early Spidey stuff, and I think that was a muck up on me. I bought a big lot from the good, awesome guys at Gamma Rays Comics, hooked me up with a heap that I was missing, but unfortunately, at some point, I must have bought another one at close to the same time and ended up having them both sitting here. So I don't know where I went wrong there. Spider-Woman number 1, 35 center. Hey, that's still only 35 cents. This is a perfect example of still only 35 cents. So this is Spider-Woman. Number 1, very cool. $80 I've got on that. It's got, unfortunately, pencil and pen mark here. I am open to offers, like I said. I've got 80 on it, which might seem a little high, but I've been seeing this book slowly grow in price. I think the cheapest I've seen, where there was one beat up a bit worse than this, it sold as $50, but that was worse than this. So that's why I've got 80 on it. Happy to hear any offers. If you want to see closer inside, then yeah, hit me up, because it all depends on what you're into. So let's go. How many more books should I do? I'll do like maybe 3 or 4 more books, and then I might actually call it, because it's just I'm going to also upload a bunch of stuff online to other pages. So I want to see how that goes. And as I'm watching how many people come on and off online, it often says there's 1 person to 2 people watching. So it's a good indication at what times I should be doing this and what time gets more views. So I'm just learning about how to try and make sales like this work for Australia, because Whatnot, which I really love using, won't allow Australian sellers. So trying to find a platform that allows this kind of online auction / online offerings with videos or whatever. I'm trying to find an Australian equivalent. And yeah, YouTube seems like it might not be the place. It's a little bit disappointing, and it's hard to get people to want to watch. Where Whatnot, because it is an app full of that, everyone on that app is there to see that kind of thing. So trying to find an Australian version of that is sort of where my head's at. I would really love to find a place to not just have me, but other guys do videos like this, and we can buy and sell and share live, or comment and buy, or even what's the right word? You have like a buy it now system. So it'd be really cool if we could set something like that up for Australia, because I feel like we always get slightly left out when those American pages start to ban us. Even like there's a one all about Shortboxed. I loved using that because I've got a US postal address, but Shortbox then banned the app in Australia to stop people like me buying books and getting them sent to those US addresses. So luckily Whatnot hasn't done that. So I can still use that to buy books from the States, but I can't sell books on there, which is the disappointing thing. So I'm looking for something like this. If you guys have any ideas on something like this, that would be fantastic. Now I've got, we can have a look at this. There's a Flashpoint, number 2 of 5, $15. It's a special variant sketch cover. I cannot remember who the sketch cover artist was. Says it down there somewhere, but I can't read that. Andy Kubert, possibly? Andy? Yeah, Andy Kubert. Oh, it says it right at the bottom there. I'm an idiot. But that's a cool sketch cover. It was a limited release for that cover too. I did read a little bit about it months ago. So cool if you're into Flashpoint. Let's move some of this stuff aside so we've got some more room in that display. Red Sun Superman Elseworld, number 1 of 3, $15. Yeah, it is what it is. $15, Red Sun Superman, 1 out of 3. I would love to keep it if I could find the others, but no, it's everyone sells them as a set. I don't know how I ended up with just number 1. Very popular book, Detective Comics, number 1. Got $50 on that. And number 2, the first appearance of Talon, got $50 on that. If you wanted to do a deal for both, I would, but obviously if you bought both, it's $100, free shipping straight away. So, cool keys. Here's another cool book. I just love this cover. Bizarro, number 1. 80-page giant Superman featuring the Tales of Bizarro World. $30, which is a great price. Yeah, big bound with the staples stuck in through there. Just that staples, like they're through there fine. You can sort of see staples coming through on the other side. I don't know if they were always stapled like that or if they were glue bound, but hey, this one's been stapled. Yeah, pretty cool. It's got some staining or marks there. It'll have yellow pages, but for $30, number 202 Superman and a big 80-page giant. It's pretty cool. You don't see stuff like that floating around. And when you do, me or Neville or one of the 600 other guys is usually lurking around trying to buy it. Let's do... Oh, just because of the announcement today with Echo and everything kind of relates. I've got the Matt Frankshire and Hawkeye number 1 there. I've got $40 on it. The colouring gets darker up here, and I don't know if that's normal. I couldn't, it's not been anywhere to get stained. That's kind of how it was. I've never noticed it till just now in this lighting. Just gets like a slightly more yellowy, darker hinge at the top. Not sure with that one, but yeah, I've got $40 on it. Open offers, number 1. Great book. There's also, let's try and do this. I've put things in my own way. Spider-Man. Symbiote Crossroads number 3. This was a cool variant that, yeah, it's the Gerald Perel cover. I can't remember how I ended up with this. I think it was a part of a deal where I got this and a Moon Knight book, and I wanted the Moon Knight book, and this was kind of just like the other thing that came with it. So that's what I would have paid, but I'm happy if someone wants to do a lower offer. But once again, like I said, $100, yeah, free shipping. So that's a pretty good deal. And let's see, maybe one, two more things. Let's do, what bundle is this? Yeah, we can talk about this bundle. Oh, heaps more Superman and stuff if you want to know if there's other type like Marvel keys. Most of this is fairly modern stuff, so it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. There's some hip hop covers, there's some rock and roll covers, stuff like that. And then you got this big bundle here, Amazing Spider-Man. So it's issues 1 to 36, including the HU, the Hunted storyline issues as well. So I've got $100 on that massive lot of comics. That's an awesome set to get. That HU storyline, the Hunted, was so cool. The rest of this run, I liked it, but the HU bit is what makes it really special. That Hunted part is just awesome. So yeah, issue 1 through to 36 for $100. An Amazing Spider-Man. That is a super good deal. That weighs a ton. It's so damn heavy. So damn heavy. And I reckon we finish it off. What do you reckon? One more cool book. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, once again, let's do. I've got 2 of these. Oh no, let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So we got Daredevil, the first Butch, the second Kingpin. So I got $40 on these. I got 2 of them, but I'm happy to do a deal. Or if you wanted both for some reason, of course I'd do a deal as well. So make an offer. These books people are slowly falling more and more in love with this run, Zdarsky. It's something I haven't been able to read yet, but it's on my hit list to get to. I've got to read it at some point. And now let's do the final book for a 12 center. It's 103, The Incredible Hulk, the first space parasite, and probably the last space parasite for as far as I can remember. But yeah, $35, number 103, you know, bent in the corner there, stuff like that, spine, wear. But hey, it's issue 103 for $35. That's pretty cool. Very cool. All right, that's been my first attempt, I guess, at this. I figured that's all I'll do for now. It gave me, it's 30 minutes of me blabbering about and failing probably pretty hard at the start. If there's anything you want to see, you can message or comment on YouTube. If there's other books you're after, let me know. I can try and help you out. Between myself, Gamma Race Comics, and the other great Adelaide shops and things, we all help each other out and hunt for books for people. But also you can message me on Facebook and Instagram, either through Nerds Paradise, Comic Thots, or just message my private account. A lot of stuff on my private account goes to spam. I've had a lot of problems with that lately. So yeah, please just take that into consideration. Maybe try and comment on a post somewhere on one of the comic book groups, and maybe that'll help. Yeah, as I can see, I haven't had a huge amount of views, so this was a good test run for this time period, and I'll see how I go doing these in the future. I think I might try and change it up. If you can think of another platform, please let me know. If you want to see me do this with toys and stuff as well, that's, I'm happy to do that. If there's any way I can, increase people seeing the things I'm trying to sell, that'd be great. I'm finding it harder and harder and harder. I find Facebook is no longer being effective. I'll post something and no one will see it, or no one will mention it. Even with tagging people now, things don't seem to work as smooth as it used to. So, yeah, if you can think of better ways or other places I should go live, please let me know. All right, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Peace out. Oh, hang on. Before I go, what was that? Do you have the rare limited edition Sailor Moon hentai edition with 12 tentacles? Mate, I wish. If I had a rare limited edition Sailor Moon hentai edition, I'd probably keep it just for the laughs. I can't even think if is that a real thing, the hentai edition of Sailor Moon? You've been looking for it. Yeah. I feel like someone else has told me about this. Legitimately, like, had a conversation with someone about this. Maybe it was even at one of the fairs, because there was an octopus on a Fantastic Four cover, and someone made the joke about it wishing it was Sailor Moon. Yeah, right. I can't even imagine where you would find that unless you maybe looked somewhere like the States. Yeah, cheers, dude. Yeah, the Hulk. I've got a heap of the Hulk stuff here that I've just put up for sale. I I'm hoping to get more books. I was about to finish up, but I'll keep going for a little bit. I'm sort of trying to figure out where to do these lives at. So, like, as cool as this is I would really like to do something like this on Whatnot, but they only do America. And the way that that system works is just so much better than anything we've got set up for Australia. So I'm hoping along the lines we can catch up and meet those kind of like Whatnot's the best place. If you don't know what that is, it literally looks like this most of the time with dudes talking and selling comics, and then you have a little bid now and pay now prices and things like that. But the trick has been for me is I want to do the same thing, but there's just no platform that supports that kind of activity, and it's harder to share things. Um, like I can post this in like 12 to 15 groups and post it all over every social media ever, and no one will see it. Yeah. No, all good, dude. Thanks. That's cool, man. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it heaps. And if I ever see that book, I will let you know. I'll do a whole video on it if I ever find that book. All right. And on that note, I'm going to jump out too, run away. Any of the books that I've had on tonight, please go back through the video, watch. If you want to buy them, hit me up. More pictures can be sent. Not a problem at all. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Peace.